Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, fire si fire. Fire si fire. Noma si noma. Wangapi wanasema ni noma. Leo ni leo, msema kesho. Imbwekse si mbwekse. Wacha nyone mbwekse.
Hapa nilikuwa nenda Captain Hangout. Unidire wangu Mr. Ngesho. Manze nimeendea boyo wangu Ken. Ametoka UK. Unajua tu majua amefika. Brav. Welcome to my ends. Mse vibe. Nikafika fiti holiday in. Hapa nilikuwa naongea na GM. All the English I know. I have an album. I need space. Thank you for giving us the space. Hapa sasa manze tulikuwa tumeingia masterclass. Huyu ni mwalimu wetu Wangare. Tukafundishwa kutengeneza cocktail. I can't wait for the festive season. Unaweza make cocktail na tuko na huko hao. Do you know that? Anyway, hapa kaneka kwa sport yo meja you're too big. Where's the energy? Shake kitu shake meja. Hii mwili yote meja. Do something. Anyway, kidding. Hapa tuko nakula foundation muhimu Kiroma. Nje kuteta kila sana kula mukimo hapo. Kafanya interview ya Homeboys na kina Jake, ilikuwa vibe easy. Hii sasa inaitwa sijui gingerbread making. Ninya mababi mimi sikuwa naelewa, just doing my thing. Fox hapo ni kuibia. Anyway, Mwakenya muhimu, we tried our best. Tukapea wase Kasumbwa Alice Jackson, msoa story ndio huyo. Hapo na yani tukafikisha crowd. Anyway, ilikuwa vibe, good food, masterclass iliweza. Kwa hapo naambia Wangari next time. Ngoja tutakuwa vibe. But anyway, can't wait for the next one. As usual, however you spice on. Captain Morgan.
Fly with me from JKIA with one of the dirtiest aircraft I have ever seen since I began traveling around the country. I arrived at JKIA at around 4:30 a.m. for my 6 a.m. flight. I first headed straight to collect my boarding pass. After clearing security, I went to the waiting area and prepared to board. A few minutes later, we were taken by a bus to where the aircraft was parked. The moment I stepped inside the plane, I was hit by a very unpleasant smell, almost like walking into a public toilet. After settling into my seat, I noticed just how dirty the windows were. There was chewing gum stuck on one side, and on another, someone had left medicine packaging pressed against the window. At around 6:30 a.m., the aircraft began taxiing. A few minutes later, we were airborne. It was drizzling in Nairobi, and you could clearly see the rain droplets on the windows as we climbed into the sky. I paid 20,000 shillings for this 2-hour flight from Nairobi to Mandera town in Kenya. The cabin crew later served snacks. I took a cup of tea with this snack, which was surprisingly tasty, while others opted for water only. After about an hour in the air, the landscape below changed, revealing the dry lands of northeastern Kenya with vast open space and sparse settlements. As we approached Mandera, we were welcomed by the famous River Dawa, which forms the official border between Kenya and Ethiopia. We soon landed at Mandera airstrip, which is essentially a rough terrain runway. I will be here for a few days and I'll be sharing a video on the progress of this town. See you in part 2. This is Mandera, the only town in Kenya located at the border of 3 countries. Kenya, Ethiopia and Somalia all share a border here. This river marks the boundary between Kenya and Ethiopia, while these stones act as the border between Kenya and Somalia. I briefly crossed into Somalia and surprisingly there were no security officers to stop me. This is the famous Belad Hawo. Mandera has grown over the years thanks to the evolution and active cross-border trade. Many parts of the town have well-tarmacked roads, and the trees planted along the streets give Mandera a green and beautiful appearance. Mandera sits along River Dawa, which residents use to irrigate their farms for food production. Crops such as mangoes, onions and maize are grown here and are mostly consumed within the town. The town is also home to some of the oldest learning institutions in the region, including Moi Girls and Mandera Secondary School. It is among the few towns in Kenya with both a teachers training college and a KMTC campus within the town, making access to tertiary education easier for residents. There are several great hotels where visitors can relax after a long day of touring the town. Mandera also has a busy busy livestock market where camels, goats and cows are traded every day. Interestingly, it is the only town I have seen so far with a firewood market. Someone needs to hug a tree. At night, the town is peaceful and lively. I visited the town's radio station and saw young journalists from the community working hard to inform and connect with local residents. Despite the negative coverage, Mandera is safer and more developed than many towns in Kenya. Which town should I visit next?
Nani alikuwa anatoa busi? Ni Mori. Kwani Mori alikuwa anaendea busi Kakamega? Nako. Morini. Morini uliendea busi Kakamega? Kuja. Come. Kawolo kagawe. Si ufukue uko ndani ushike busi kwa miguu toe nyiti. Sina naita inakataa kukuja. Sina nebo lioleta sisi nendwe. Busi unaita siksi ikuje. Ikijua unaenda kuichinja unaita siksi. Mbona utumegojea busi for 1 hour na wewe hao kimeta siksi. Wewe ni moda wa simu wewe. Ikia uko ndani ulete hiyo busi sitaki ujinga yako. Ikia uko ndani. Aki mimi siwezi shika. Kuja tu utoe, mimi siwezi shika. Hawezi shika. Ni nini mnaweza shika? Nekio ganyita Morini. Isipokuwa miba, ni nini kile unaweza shika? Isipokuwa wanaume ni nini kile unaweza shika? Morini. Kama ni county ungekuwa umeishika, si ungekuwa umeshika county. Morini, lakini kidogo wetu bolido ongea atakunyita Morini. Shika hiyo busi haraka, stop wasting. Shika hiyo busi. Bodo angekuona. Wewe una maana gani kwa hii dunia Morini? What can ni nini uko na maana? What can ni nini? Shika hiyo busi haraka. Morini shika hiyo busi haraka.
Thank you so much for watching till the end. Make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe. Bye guys.